Kevin Durant says, I think it's more fun to complain about the NBA than to actually watch it. Crazy. Cancel All-Star Weekend and let's just give everybody a break since we're so miserable around this time. Kevin Durant is tone deaf and clearly he does not realize he's in denial about why so many fans feel this way towards the NBA in 2025. Charles Barkley versus JJ Redick was the biggest topic in the NBA this season, other than the Luka trade and things like that. But the fact that Kevin is still referencing that narrative that the league sucks and, it's fun to complain about the league. He's being sarcastic here with this tweet, but he's bringing up a narrative that kind of didn't get brung up after the Luka trade. The Luka trade happened and everybody kind of started focusing on the new shiny thing. Oh, look at Luka in the Lakers jersey. Oh, can LeBron catch Jordan now? Oh my God, right? Like it creates all these other new narratives to distract you from the fact that this league is not what it once was. Kevin Durant is in denial about that. First things first, the physicality is lacking. The emphasis on defense is lacking. If you're not able to concede those 2 points, because that's objective fact, okay? If you're not able to concede those 2 points, you're exposing yourself as someone who is biased and someone who's just trying to die on a hill to defend the narrative. And that's different from someone who's trying to have a legitimate discussion and, sort of thought experiment, think tank, whatever you want to call it, actual discussion about it, if you can't admit those facts. So not only is the physicality down, not only is the defensive emphasis down, but the players are entitled. The players are making so much money that they don't care about winning championships anymore. You know what I mean? Like their competitive edge is gone. This man right here is an example of the competitive edge being gone. I won't give him all the blame, because LeBron James started it with going to the Miami Heat and ring chasing in only his, 7th or 8th year. He's ring chasing that early in his career. Don't tell me Paul Pierce. Don't tell me Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen. Don't tell me these guys, okay? Those guys did it in like their 14th season. It's a completely different thing. 14 years into the league, 14 years of service into the damn league, and you haven't won a ring. Yeah, it might be time to team up with some other guys that are in your position. But you're in year 7 or 8, right? I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's one of those two. To do it that early in your season as the guy, as LeBron, as the Superman, right, is just embarrassing. And it set the tone for moves like Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors, which, let's not forget, that is the weakest move in NBA history. Kevin Durant had the Oklahoma City Thunder behind him. The fans, he had Russell Westbrook, who was a fantastic player. He had Serge Ibaka, who was fantastic at his role. He had a bona fide star in Westbrook, who has his faults. Don't get me wrong. He has his faults. But it was working. They were getting to the Western Conference Finals, and they pushed the Golden State Warriors to 7 games. And okay, you lost at Game 7. But, dude, come back next year. Maybe ownership gets a couple pieces. Maybe you guys develop. Maybe you adjust. It was close. It was competitive. You were competing with them, and you lost. There's no shame in that. However, to tuck your tail between your legs and go to the very team that just beat you and your boys, right? Because remember, like Russell Westbrook is a long-time teammate. Serge Ibaka is a long-time teammate. That Oklahoma City Thunder was a team. That was a unit. That fan base, that fan base will get behind you. You're seeing it now with that young squad that they have now. They are a historically get-behind-you fan base, and you can see them thriving. Kevin Durant said, nah, I'm just going to go join the guys that beat us. Peace. That's weak, man. That's weak. And listen, Kevin, if you wanted to change teams, you could have went anywhere, I guess, right? But to go there, and then for your reasoning to be, well, everybody makes such a big deal about rings, so if I get a ring, now what they're gonna say? all of this, all of the last 4 minutes and 57 seconds is what they're going to say. You know, what LeBron created, what Kevin Durant took to the next level. He took the torch from LeBron, weak move going to Miami, and then did it himself. You know, he elevated the weakness, right? For him to do that, he basically destroyed the culture of the NBA, the competitive spirit, that competitive energy that was there. That when I first became a fan of this sport, I'm hearing about, you know, great rivalries. I'm hearing about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I'm hearing about these things and the way people talk about them in the high regard. And then I'm watching some of the film and I'm like, whoa, these guys are really playing hard. And it was clear that those guys would die on that court in order to beat one another. And they would certainly kill the other on that court in order to get their hand raised at the end of the game and win. They don't have that now. They don't have that now. Now you got guys shaking hands. We're boys. You know what I mean? You got the fashion choices of the NBA that you see before the games. They're looking crazy out here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe another video in the future. I got my tinfoil hat for that one. Yeah, I got a nice conspiracy for that. But you know, this is weird. The NBA is corny now. The NBA is whack, and it's because of people like Kevin Durant. It's because of Kevin Durant's lack of awareness, and this just shows it. In my opinion, yes. Cancel the All-Star game. Give these guys a break. Give us a break, okay? Give us a break from having to see low effort. Just what have these All-Star games been the last several years? They've been trash. They've been corny. They've been something that people are like, yo, what is this? This needs to change. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. And for you to dismiss that reason only highlights the reason. You know what I'm saying? You got load management. You got guys out here, oh, I'm a little sore today. I'm gonna take the next 2 games off or whatever. And it's like, bro, that wasn't a thing back then. You just had to like play through the soreness, and then all of a sudden your body's not sore and you're even stronger than before. You know, like that's why the older generation was tougher. It's just more compelling. All of these things, man. And yeah, the NBA is in a really bad place right now. So for him to say this, for him to bring this back up is interesting. For him to say, cancel the All-Star game, as though like he's obviously being sarcastic. He doesn't want this, but he's saying maybe he does want it, but he wants it from his perspective of, in his mind, he's punishing the fans. Like, yeah, let's give them a chance to miss us. Like they're gonna miss what we're putting out. We're gonna take it away, and they're gonna wish they never complained. No, bro, that's not true. They're just gonna highlight it more. You know what I mean? Like the complaints are legit. Is the overall big picture point. And Kevin Durant needs to wrap his mind around that. He needs to, and other players too. People need to listen. Okay, this isn't just blind hating. There's a lot of thought that goes into these arguments. Everyone that is complaining about the NBA in 2025 was once a NBA fan, was once someone who had the magic of being an NBA fan, who was enjoying the sport, who was invested into it, into a team, into a player. You know what I mean? Like that's what this is. But just over time, those people are like, what is this now? What has it turned into? And without serious self-reflection, this is only going to get worse. Just ignoring the criticism and acting like, oh, yeah, all those people, including people like Charles Barkley and Shaq and, Kenny Smith, like all these people, all the legends, name them. But not J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick don't belong there. Don't name him. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that J.J. Redick even gets a dialogue with Charles Barkley, he should count his lucky stars. But for him to act as an authority over, like, oh, Charles is just being old, like, I don't know. It's just crazy where the NBA is. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, man. Let me know if you agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.